You've tuned into Dead Signal Radio, where the stories don't end when the broadcast does. Tonight's transmission drips with dread and whispers from the dark. A tale of innocence twisted and childhood toys that were never meant to speak. When a young babysitter agrees to watch over a quiet suburban home, she expects a night of easy money and movie reruns. But the doll in the corner has other plans. It talks, it knows things, and it doesn't want to be alone. So, dim the lights, check your locks, and don't turn away. This is The Babysitter and the Talking Doll. Not all horror stories happen in haunted houses. Some begin in warm homes, on quiet nights, with the sound of soft breathing and toys that shouldn't talk. This one started as a babysitting job, just a simple Craigslist post. It was deleted within a day. But someone saved it. And what you're about to hear is exactly what was written. Kayla was 17, a high school senior with a decent GPA and a growing Venmo balance from weekend babysitting gigs. She didn't mind kids, and she knew how to handle herself. Most of her jobs came through people she knew, a neighbor, her mom's coworker, a friend's cousin. But sometimes she checked Craigslist for quick money. That's where she found the Beckman listing. Need sitter tonight, 6 p.m. to midnight. 5-year-old girl. Pay, $100 flat. Safe neighborhood. Call for address. It sounded too easy, but Kayla needed the cash. The house was tucked into a quiet cul-de-sac, standard middle-class suburb. 2 stories, brick front, seasonal wreath on the door. Too many throw pillows inside, too much lavender-scented air freshener. The kind of house where nothing bad ever happened, or at least where nothing looked like it had. Mrs. Beckman was polite, maybe mid-40s. Pearl earrings, tightly pulled back hair, the kind of woman who seemed tired even when she smiled. She gave Kayla the usual tour. Snacks in the fridge. Ellie's bedtime at 9. Wi-Fi password on the fridge. And then, almost as an afterthought, "Oh, and don't worry about the doll collection in Ellie's room." She laughed lightly. "They're antiques. She doesn't really play with them anymore." Kayla smiled, shrugged. Dolls were creepy, sure, but she'd babysat in weirder homes. Or so she thought. Ellie was sweet, talkative, like most 5-year-olds. She wore a unicorn t-shirt and mismatched socks. She showed Kayla her sticker book, her favorite movie, her sparkle lamp that turned colors. She asked Kayla to sit with her during dinner, and Kayla didn't mind. She liked the kid. But something shifted when it was bedtime. As Kayla tucked Ellie in, the little girl suddenly stopped talking. Her smile faded. She looked past Kayla's shoulder, toward the closet. "Can you close the door?" Ellie whispered. Kayla turned. The closet door was open just a sliver. Inside was a small, white plastic chair, and on it, a doll, maybe 18 inches tall, pale porcelain skin, curled blonde hair, an old-fashioned dress with faded lace and tiny button shoes. But the worst part, the part Kayla couldn't stop staring at, were the doll's glass eyes, wide open, unblinking. "She talks sometimes," Ellie said, so softly it was barely a whisper. Kayla forced a chuckle. "You mean like a toy that used to talk?" Ellie shook her head. "She says names now, but not always." Kayla didn't respond, just gently closed the closet door, telling herself not to be weirded out by a child's imagination. Still, she made sure the door clicked shut. "Good night, Ellie." But she didn't forget what the girl had said. At 10:15 p.m., Kayla was on the couch, half watching a reality show and scrolling her phone. That's when she heard it. A voice. Faint, mechanical, female, scratchy like an old cassette. Kayla. She froze. The TV was off, no sound from the kitchen, no one else in the house. She stared into the hallway, then again, louder this time. Kayla, come play. Her heart thudded. She stood slowly. Her hand was shaking. She didn't even notice until she saw the phone screen trembling in her grip. She walked down the hall. Every step sounded like it echoed. Ellie's door was open, just a crack. She pushed it gently. Inside, Ellie was fast asleep, her small body curled beneath a pink comforter. But the closet was open, wider now. And the doll, it was sitting on the chair, facing the bed, like it had turned on its own. Kayla swallowed the panic in her throat. She walked in, picked up the doll. It felt heavy, cold. She turned it over, expecting a speaker slot, a switch, something. But there was nothing. No batteries, no seams, no screws. Just solid, unmoving plastic. She put the doll back, closed the closet, then dragged a chair in front of the door, just in case. She didn't sleep the rest of the night. Morning came slowly. When Mrs. Beckman returned around 7 a.m., Kayla tried to play it cool. She explained what happened casually, half laughing, like it was just a weird story. The doll talked, she said, trying not to sound insane. Said my name, twice. Mrs. Beckman didn't laugh. She stared at Kayla for a long moment. Her face looked drawn, older, like someone who hadn't slept in weeks, maybe years. She said your name? She asked. Kayla nodded. Yeah, clear as day. Mrs. Beckman closed her eyes for a second, then whispered, She only does that with the ones she likes. Kayla blinked. She? You mean the doll? The older woman smiled, not kindly, not warmly, just knowingly. We've had her for a long time, she said. Longer than Ellie. She belonged to my sister. She passed when we were kids, and the doll just stayed. That was all she said. Kayla didn't wait around. She asked if she could leave early. Mrs. Beckman didn't argue. She never went back. Kayla stopped babysitting after that, at least off Craigslist. She couldn't stop thinking about the voice, the cold doll, the way the closet door seemed to open on its own. She told herself it was nothing, a bad dream, her imagination, until 2 months later. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number, no message, just a photo. Grainy, black and white, probably taken in low light. It showed a closet. Inside, the same white chair, the same doll. Facing the camera, and behind it, scrawled in crayon on the closet wall. Come play again, Kayla. That was The Babysitter and the Talking Doll. If you're hearing this, it means the frequency made it through. Some stories fade with time, others linger, waiting, whispering. So if you get a message from an unknown number, and the photo shows a doll that looks too familiar, don't answer, don't respond. And whatever you do, don't play. You're tuned in to Dead Signal Radio, where the stories find you. Subscribe if you want to hear what comes through next. And if you've got a story that shouldn't exist, send it to us. We'll be listening.